Welcome to the Scoop Zone, where our panel discusses the most recent entertainment scoops from Mikey Sutton's Geekosity.com. And now, your hosts, Keith and Gary. Right, I'm all done here.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pop Culture and Minefields, the Scoop Zone, with our guest hosts, 24/7 Fusion Media, Sil Abdul. Missing today is, of course, Arwen. I don't think, what has she been here for 2 episodes? Jesus Christ, Arwen. Jesus Christ. We love you. Hope you're here next time. And of course, my partner in crime, Keith Moncrief. And we are here to talk about some nerd stuff. And the nerd stuff we're talking about on this show is shit from Mikey Sutton and his Geekosity magazine. And Mikey knows that when I say shit, it's not bad. It's not derogatory. It's good stuff. So I didn't want to talk about this first one, but fuck it. They want to talk about it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Here we go. Daniel pointing at fucking 24/7.
What?
So
that's my Wolverine, dog. What? That's my Wolverine, man.
We are going to talk about the rumors abound about Daniel Radcliffe possibly up for the Wolverine role in the future X-Men films. This article is by Joy and Edwin Francisco. Are they siblings or are they husband and wife? I wonder.
I haven't confirmed.
Are they both? Please don't take that as a serious joke, guys. I'm just messing around.
I love you too, Edwin.
So Daniel Radcliffe addresses rumors that he's the new Wolverine. Now it seems that Marvel Studio is already putting the pieces together for the reshooting of the X-Men. People are now wondering who will replace them. In Matthew Vaughn's X-Men reboot, a lot of the characters were replaced with a younger generation of actors. But one character that was difficult to replace was Wolverine. Even in the reboot, they still got huge Ackman to reprise the role. It's not an easy role to replace. Whoever is going to be the new Wolverine has a large pair of shoes to fill. We've reported that director Matthew Vaughn suggested Tom Hardy, Taron Edgerton, and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
All three are ones he had deals with.
Well, and Taron Edgerton is the one I pick. I think he's a fan favorite, but he's as a fan, he's my favorite. One interesting rumor is that Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe is also said to be running for the role, and he said he was. He said early on that he was very interested in this. So Radcliffe has shown his range of talent apart from being the boy who lived in the past years, and his career hasn't really slowed down even after the Harry Potter franchise, although Keith pointed out before the show that his box office is not that good for the films that he's done since Harry Potter. He's played a variety of roles in movies like Swiss Army Man. That was such a fucking dumb movie. Guns Akimbo, it was okay. Horns, again, it was okay.
Woman in Black. You See Me Too.
He also has done theatrical plays and he was in Equus, which I heard got rave reviews from audiences and critics. So
The Woman in Black.
Yeah, I loved him in that one. I thought that was a great fucking movie. I was hoping we get a proper sequel when we got the second film, and it was really kind of odd what they did, and I don't think it did well in the theater because of the fact that it didn't feel like a real sequel. But anyway, he's also been producing and starring in the TV series Miracle Workers, which is, again, it's okay. It's not great. In an interview with Phase Zero during promotions of The Lost City, that was good. Daniel Radcliffe said, so many people come up to me like, hey, man, should we do it properly in English? Hey, man, I heard the Wolverine news. That's really cool. And I'm like, mate, it's not. I don't know anything about it. Like, I appreciate that somebody has clearly gone, Wolverine is actually short in the comic books. We should get a short guy to do it. But I don't see them going from Hugh Jackman to me afterwards. But who knows? Prove me wrong, Marvel. So there you go. That's his limey response. Daniel Radcliffe has proven that there is no unimaginable character for him when he has set his mind to it. His words give the impression that he truly hasn't received any official query, but if they do, then he will favorably sit down and hear what they have to say. It's actually okay. We're getting just way too far into the weeds on this one, so I'm going to just bake out and say I don't see it. Don't like the idea. I know he's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it. But 24. Let's hear your opinion here.
Okay, bub. Yo, I think he's gonna get the role. The reason why is because the way it always works out is the person that you think should get it will never get it, which means Taron's out of there. So everybody's wishing for that shit. It ain't gonna happen. They're gonna give it to the person that everybody least hopes gets it. So fucking Harry Potter and Wolverine, here we come. That's what I'm talking about, man.
I don't agree with you even remotely, but
what you mean? It always works out like that.
I go all the way back to Wizard Magazine when they
and what Patrick Stewart, he's the only one. He's the only one.
Well, the other ones were too like Clint Eastwood
come
and
on, man.
Mel Gibson.
Come on,
hold on. Mel Gibson lost that because of his fucking roadside tirade. And I do believe that that's what cost him the potential of getting that role. And then, of course, Clint's too fucking old. You know, there's no fucking way. He was like in his fucking 70s in the 2000s. You know, the guy's, a million years old now? You know, it's still directing and acting, I think. I think we call that acting. I think it's just Clint Eastwood being Clint Eastwood on screen. But Taylor Edgerton, I think, is the better actor for this. He is a fan favorite, but maybe he won't get it. I don't think that Radcliffe's going to get it. I just don't see that
lately.
happening.
He's getting fan favorites. Like we talked about the Illuminati.
Well, he is really focused on, look, if I'm going to be woke, I need to use my woke shit with things that the fans like.
Exactly.
And that's how it ends up working.
That's a capitalist approach. That's good.
You know what? If we're really going to go down that
All
road,
for it.
there's two things about Daniel Radcliffe you got to understand. One, Daniel Radcliffe is woke. Okay.
Oh, I know he is.
Out of all those actors that you've named, he has gone on to get his I am more woke than almost anybody else.
Badge. Oh yeah,
boy.
He is, because men really can't be feminists. We can be feminist supporters. He is a feminist, and I find that stupid. Him and the guy that plays Doctor Strange are ridiculous.
Yeah, I was thinking about Cumber Snatch.
Cumber Snatch.
He leaned in too hard to that Benedict.
Man, he leaned into the Chippendale fucking gay cowboy thing that he set fucking Sam Elliott off. Sam Elliott has kept his mouth shut for 50 fucking years in film. Never said a fucking political thing. Not once. Fucking Cumberbatch makes his fucking gay cowboy movie. And all of a sudden, that's some shit right there. Fucking Sam Elliott just laid into it. Garbage. On Mark, what is it? Mark Mahan? Whatever
Mark
his name is. Maron. His radio show. And it's like, even Mark Maron, I guarantee if we could see his face, was like, when he said that, his eyes would have got really fucking, he was like, what? Because you've never known his political views in anything. You know, but he's gotten too old to, you know, it's the same shit I'm going through. You're going to go through it. In 4 years, you're going to go through the same shit, Keith. I'm so close to 60, I don't fucking care anymore what people say to me.
You shouldn't at that point.
Yeah.
That's why it's dangerous to have me on your show if you've got a fucking idiot on your panel. Because I will fucking go after them when they're stupid. Keith knows this.
Yes. Still look at there in a couple years. Still look at there in a couple years.
Yeah, you watch Seal. You watch Seal. I'm gonna start calling you Seal. That way, you know.
Kiss from a Rose.
That triggered
me. And that song you did for Family Man.
That totally triggered.
Kiss from a Rose.
Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah. And then I can see him ripping his shirt. Like,
oh fuck yeah!
Yeah. Water splashing him.
Exactly. So Here we go. Now, this is the one, and this is written by Mikey Sutton himself. And everybody knows I believe in Mikey Sutton. Aaron Edgerton discusses Wolverine casting rumors. Mikey Sutton, editor-in-chief. If Taron Edgerton is the new Wolverine, he can't admit it legally. That is. These actors sign NDAs. I'm not going to explain what it is. You should fucking know. If you're watching our show, you should know what an NDA is.
Not if Daniel Radcliffe has anything to do with it.
Not Daniel. Oh, if only that was an NDA. Not Daniel Radcliffe. NDA. In other words, they'll shut your mouths for you. Recently, Andrew Garfield jumped on a dishonesty tour so comical that it inspired countless memes. In the end, Garfield's appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home proved he lied over and over and over again. Likewise, Patrick Stewart's denials about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness vanished quickly. Certainly his distinct voice in the trailer crushed that. Taron Egerton is the latest to swat casting gossip. However, Edgerton may be correct. Well, in comparison to Garfield and Stewart, that is. I'd say the chances of Taron as Wolverine and Doctor Strange sequel is roughly at 60%. The noise isn't loud enough, at least not yet. Nevertheless, Taron Egerton has expressed his enthusiasm for Wolverine. Edgerton was on the One Show last month, caught by Digital Spy and reported by Small Screen, and he admitted, yeah, of course, that's like playing Bond. It would be exciting to play a role where you play to be such a huge audience. Those movies are the most watched movies in the world. It's a great thrill, and it's a great part. But there's no truth in it. Very flattering, though. On November 15th of 21, I scooped that Hugh Jackman has a cameo in the new Doctor Strange film. Would that mean Edgerton isn't in it? No. After all, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness brims with variants of alternate versions of characters. For example, when all is done, how many Doctor Strange doppelgangers are in this movie? Without
3.
a doubt, Marvel Studios will replace Jackman as Wolverine. Indeed, they need a younger Wolverine going forward. Wolverine is physically demanding. Jackson's body can't take it any longer. Jackman. Huge Ackman. Certainly, Taron Egerton is the right age and type for Marvel Studios' needs. This is something that Keith and I have talked about ad nauseum. They have to cast guys right around 30. So could Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduce the new X-Men, specifically the MCU X-Men? I haven't heard they'd go that far. The focus seems to be in saying goodbye to Fox's X-Men. But then introducing the next Wolverine could be an exciting seed for Marvel Studios to plant. If that's the case, though, Taron Egerton isn't saying anything. Bub.
All right. Well, that's the MCU company line there. He can't admit anything, right? So, but
yeah,
I like how Mikey's saying with Multiverse of Madness, like because you heard about the animated X-Men, you heard about the 90s X-Men, and I'm going off what Mikey's saying here. He's like, Feige's not ready to put the new X-Men in this yet. It's about saying goodbye, celebrating what happened before. That's why you will get Hugh Jackman. That's Mikey's scoop when it's confirmed. So yeah, I'm more into that. Maybe like a post credit. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna find out if Ackman is gonna get it until much down the line. So looking forward.
Got it. Let's go with the Keith.
You know what? It would be good to see Taron in the role. I just think that it could be anybody's at this point. He is a star. He has done movies that people like. And again, the people that seem to be talked about the most all have a connection to Matthew Vaughn. I think, though, he's also getting pitched other things. Everybody wants to do an MCU movie. But until the merger goes through, I would hold off saying anybody's really solid on an MCU role until after Warner Brothers is done with what they're going to do. Because I think a lot of people are waiting to see what's going to happen next with Zack Snyder. And I think Justice League 2 and 3, you're going to see a lot of characters get introduced. Don't think that just because you had a certain group of characters, a certain number of characters in first Justice League movie that that's all you're going to see. I believe that you're going to see a lot more. I believe that some of the heroes that you're going to see in Black Adam will be there. But I also believe that now that we have Darkseid, who's to say that, New Genesis won't show up? And that's a lot of parts.
Well, Zach's been
and for
teasing
someone,
that. Yeah. He's been teasing
for
that.
someone like Taron Edgerton, Taron Egerton, I'm telling you, there are parts if you want to play, Light Ray or any of the other characters, even Highfather. Those are major roles.
So you think DC will go after Edgerton? That's what you're saying, Keith?
If you're smart, you're just going to go after good actors.
Right.
And the thing about our last story with Daniel Radcliffe is he has a legion of fans worldwide. That plays a big role in Kevin Feige trying to figure out who to bring into this role. Bringing in Daniel Radcliffe gives you access to all those Harry Potter fans.
That's true.
And again, it wouldn't really take that much to hire a good trainer and put on another 25, maybe even 30 pounds maybe onto someone like even Daniel Radcliffe to make him proper for the role. Anybody taking that role, you're going to have to work your butt off.
Like visually, that's a scene.
Yeah.
Both of them are willing to do whatever it takes.
That's right, Bob.
Both are solid actors, and anyone that gets the role of Wolverine, you're definitely someone that's going to have to sign for a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So
you're talking about multiple team ups, solos. Yeah.
I think Daniel Radcliffe would be willing to sign for multiple movies.
Oh man, I don't want to accept that. You make a good point.
I know, but it's about money and it's about opportunities and availability.
Yep. And Harry Potter fans.
There you go. That's a look at it this way. Potter fans versus the combined Star Wars and MCU fans doing their things at Disney parks versus the Potter fans at Universal parks. Universal is loving this right now.
Yeah.
The implosion at Disney parks with their MCU and all that other stuff related to whatever else for Star Wars that isn't working right now. Oh, of course, everybody's going to go do Potter right now. So yeah, you want to be on that. You want to be in the Daniel Radcliffe business if you can manage to find a way to fit him in.
No.
So
there are a lot of things I'd like to see done correctly in the MCU, because I was not pleased with the New Mutants that they did for Fox. It was just terrible.
No one was.
But I want to see this version of the New Mutants. Warlock is one of my favorite characters. I enjoyed this comic when it started, in 83.
Yeah, but I heard some people were scared in the theaters, man.
They were scared of the quality.
I don't know.
No, I mean, because I kept hearing it was like, I never watched the movie, but I kept hearing it was a
they did it as a horror film. There's, so maybe they were. I don't know. All I know is it was not the New Mutants.
To the horror. Yeah.
So it wasn't scary at all.
But there should be horror elements in it because, it's sci-fi monsters and creatures.
Well, they was teasing like a body horror approach, which I would have liked. But they didn't lean into it. Like it became like some lesbian.
Yeah, it just sounded like a mess to me, which is why I've never bothered to watch it.
Which they didn't even give you the lesbian love story either. It didn't give you nothing.
Look! I saw the movie. I've seen it twice, and I did enjoy what I saw. Although you can also tell, you can see where there was a lot of fighting involved between the people that were making the film, and the fact that Fox was unable to settle on what kind of movie that they were trying to make, and that plays.
So it was all over the place.
Well, I mean, the whole hey, we're going to make the movie one way, and then halfway through filming, you change it all up. The studio wants you to go a different direction. It's all the stuff that you saw with Zack Snyder. And you can't, and Josh Trank. You can't make a proper movie if the studio that's supposed to be supporting you.
Right,
is changing their mind constantly.
It was like
that's
Trank
what happened
film.
with New Mutants.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, they fantastic it. I mean, Anna Taylor-Joy, I always just love seeing her. So I felt better seeing her on screen.
She was great in that film.
Yeah,
She was great in that movie.
Everything around her sucked, like everything else.
So we've got more Hugh Jackman stuff. So we'll get into it. Deadpool 3 director wants Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman together on screen. Well, who doesn't? Ryan wants it. He's been wanting it since he started. Mm-hmm. So this article is by Miss Francisco. Deadpool 3 director Sean Levy wants Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman together in a movie. Ever since we saw Deadpool, there were always hints of Hugh Jackman with a small mention of Wolverine and his face on a magazine. Not only that, in the second movie, we see Deadpool time traveling to the end of the Wolverine X-Men Origins movie. In other words, it's obvious that Ryan Reynolds wants Hugh Jackman in the movie. Will having Sean Levy give Ryan Reynolds that dream of getting them together as Deadpool and Wolverine? I hope so.
I think so.
In an interview, he said, "I'm not going to say where or how, but absolutely I will confirm my intention and determination to be the lucky son of a bitch who puts those two magnificent gods in the same movie together. That will happen, and that will be me."
What else do you need right there? It's gonna happen.
There you go. And they're friends in real life, so I just don't see this as being that fucking hard to pull off.
Oh, first off, Sean Levy. Okay, I'm gonna give him some love. Another director. He directed some of my favorite films, like even cult classic. The Internship was the Google film, all right, with Vince Vaughn. Love that film, right?
I enjoyed the crap out of that movie.
And Real Steel with Hugh Jackman.
Love that film.
Which
was a remake of a Rod Serling story.
Needed Free Guy, Adam Project, Netflix, Ryan Reynolds. He's Ryan Reynolds, buddy right now, director buddy. He's gonna make this happen, right?
You know what? Here's my thing with Sean Levy. If that does not happen, here's what you should do. You and Ryan and Hugh Jackman should get together and take one of those Martin and Lewis movies and remake it for the
remake it with those two. Well,
I'm
here's
serious.
Also my thing. If he doesn't want to play Wolverine anymore, why don't we do a meta film that parodies the stupid Bodyguard films, where he sees himself as the Ryan Reynolds character from the Bodyguard films and has to protect Hugh Jackman.
Hey, there we go. It's going to happen, man. Sean Levy's hot right now, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, again, he got the Netflix film going, the Adam Project. If you haven't seen it, I think it's a solid, weekend film.
That's a solid, fun movie.
And they could even bring in Wolverine into it because he doesn't look anything like me. We look nothing alike. Why are you making this weird connection?
I'm killing the suspense. It's going to happen.
That's what I would do, but I go for the comedic stuff with the action.
I think
Fusion 24. Come on, man. Come on. Let me pull it out of you. Let's say it.
I mean, as long as Daniel Radcliffe's in there, that's all.
Oh man!
You know what? I'm serious. Remake a Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis movie with the two of those guys in it, with Sean Levy directing. They can do it. They could do it.
I would have at the end, like in a post-credit scene, like The Rock going, "Why didn't you invite me?" So we've got Mahershala Ali's Blade debut.
Mahershala Lynch Ali.
There's an L in there.
Mahershala.
Mahershala Lynch.
Mahershala
Ali.
There we go. Perfect.
Blade to debut on Disney Plus show. And this is by Edwin Francisco. Rumors abound that he's going to make his debut on Disney Plus. Marvel Studios teased Blade in Eternals. In the scene, Kit Harington's Dane Whitman is about to hold a dark world. Afterwards, you hear the voice of Ali voice saying, "Sure, you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman."
Sure, you ready for that, Mr. Whitman? That's how you say
it was a question? Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So the Werewolf by Night, right? This is the rumor. The Werewolf by Night special, which is a Disney Plus.
Because he fought the werewolf.
right? And you know the whole mystical nature. So they're filming this, or they should start filming this like next month, Werewolf by Night, to come out this Halloween, right? On Disney Plus, straight to Disney Plus.
He's got to be
so
in
they're
there.
leaning
He
towards that.
has to, because he fought
Yeah.
the fucking thing in the comics.
It only makes sense. It only makes sense. And then plus, people like the first pushback was like, "Oh, why are you putting Oscar-winning actor on Disney Plus?" Well, you had Kang in Loki, right? So the precedence is there.
That's a
to do
dumb
some
question.
some heavy cameos.
This is
I think
high-level
We
television,
should be
not-
past.
not
we should be past
sitcom.
that. Exactly.
Questions. Who asked that question?
Some
So,
idiot, you know.
um,
Probably on their
That is
panel
really a
last
dumb
week or something.
question.
Bleeding Cool, Rich Johnson.
Was it Bleeding Cool? God, they're fucking idiots over there. That's why I read Bleeding
Hey,
Cool. I started
hashtag
reading
blame
it.
Rich Johnson.
That's
Really
Garrett's
are
word.
there
I don't know.
fucking
You know what I'm saying?
They said the dumbest shit.
Oh shit.
But we should be past it. Like, oh, why are they going to be on Disney Plus first? I mean, Jonathan Majors blew that out the doors with Loki. You could do whatever you want on streaming, right? And
Right.
go to film. So,
And a lot of these people are wanting to be on these shows. It's not like, oh, I don't want to do television. These are basically long movies. They get to really show off their chops. So it's really, what a stupid fucking remark that guy made. Wow.
So
but,
are we
you know,
getting are we getting the Halloween special from
that's what they're saying. Yeah.
yeah, if they get this,
But-
they got to start shooting. Yeah, like
but
next month.
that's not the same one the Mephisto is going to be in, right?
Not separate.
We'll see.
Wow.
Because I
So-
think that's one of the articles, wasn't it?
So
I don't
two
know.
Halloween
That's
specials.
a separate. Yeah, the one's
Wow.
for next. Mephisto will be next Halloween 23.
Right.
Well, and then you add that into what also next Christmas, because there's going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special also. I mean, they are going all in.
Like content.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
it's
got to
all
get their
about.
subs.
Yeah,
Get
man. I
the
can't.
subs, man.
I can't wait for the Easter
Disney better
special.
They will not survive without getting more subs.
I'm saying,
Fuck,
Che
man.
Big, you got Susan Arnold breathing over his neck now. Like, he better ramp this up. Like,
Howard
You
the
know, we
Duck
got
Easter
Arnold's
special.
like, I bet you she's like, look, man, I love your woke shit, but stop it. We need money. So,
and she's part of the community. She's part of the LGBT
part of the community. Yeah.
but she's
She's
about
woke
that
as
money.
fuck. Yeah.
Hey,
So-
I love people like that. Like, I don't care the personal nature. Make money. All right.
make money. As Fat Steven Seagal would say, give me money, give me money, give me money for it.
Yeah, I was saying Howard the Duck Easter special.
Ooh.
So now we've got Sam Raimi reportedly signs on for Doctor Strange 3. I think this was a no-brainer. Yeah. So, and this, of course, is by Miss Francisco again. Director Sam Raimi has reportedly signed on for another Doctor Strange film for a new report, which was on Giant Freaking Robot, which is not one of the most trustworthy sites. Sam Raimi will helm. I mean, they are a step above. We got.
You got to start somewhere, right? GFR, they're building up.
Sam Raimi will helm more upcoming MCU projects. The projects include not only the theatrical releases, but Disney Plus series. Throughout the long career, Sam Raimi has covered a wide array of genres. These include horror and edgy comedies. Fittingly, Marvel Studio is experimenting with both. Thus, Sam Raimi fits perfectly. I've been a fan of his since, 81, 82. It's notable that for the most part of the new Doctor Strange's trailer, the MCU is truly getting darker with every project, with WandaVision being the transition point from the quirky comedy, action, and adventure. It opened doors to the physiological trauma with the darker tones in depicting chaos magic in the MCU. Viewers note the danger and how deep the Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen, is delving into the dark hold. The Marvel, and it's been announced from what I've heard, is that the House of M is a thing now. It's part of the MC currently.
Yeah, that's
We haven't heard it called that, but that's what this is. The upcoming series Moon Knight is outright dark in its tone and storytelling approach, not to mention the physiological aspect of the series as well. Moon Knight struggles with multiple personalities. Yeah, he's got MPD.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. The most likely upcoming project for Sam Raimi's caliber of directing is Agatha, House of Harkness. I'm still not sure how I feel about that, even though I love her. Could an episode or two of the series be Sam Raimi's project after Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? It'd be before he begins development of Doctor Strange.
Damn, that's whack.
Yeah.
That's
Agatha Harkness. It's gonna be watching like Hazelwood Powers.
Agatha all along, and I don't give a shit. I fucking love that song.
Hazelwood Powers.
I had problems with that show. I fucking love that song, and I think she's sexy as shit. I've been a fan of hers for a while, since Step Brothers.
Again, Hazelwood Powers.
I saw her
Right?
in Step Brothers, and she bangs
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly in the bathroom, and then goes over a urinal, cocks a leg up, and pisses into the urinal.
And then tells him, "Stay golden, pony boy."
Oh my god, she's so fucking hot. Oh my
You
god.
top that one, right?
Plus that movie's funny as shit, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, to top that one, that'd be Bachelor Party when the little dude, finished getting some, and old girl walks in, and she,
Pissing standing up.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. My name is Bob, and I also fix engines, motors, and transmissions.
Ah.
So Ben Affleck's Batman movie concept suit was revealed this week. It's fucking cool looking, dude. Although I really am kind of tired of the external armor shit. It's still a good looking costume. It's got a lot more fabric than armor, and I kind of like that. And
We're going for like the Arkham game.
I mean, what happened to the blue trunks?
Those got tossed.
Yeah, everybody's tossing their drawers nowadays.
I do
don't
think
like
it's
that.
weird though that it's got a W on the belt. I'm like, why are you giving away the name Wayne with the belt?
He's gonna make it Wayne.
It's still pretty damn cool, I gotta tell you.
Like built by the Wayne Foundation.
And here, of course, is Arkham game armor, which really, to be honest with you, the new Batman suit in The Batman looks more like the Arkham armor.
Yeah.
But I think
noisy.
it was a big step backwards to go from a costume, a more comic depicted costume on Ben Affleck, back to the armor.
That
Because
was my favorite suit. Ben Affleck.
his suit,
Ben Affleck.
it looked like something from the comics.
Yeah.
So therefore, it was
Probably.
pleasing to the eye to see it. To go back to this, I think would have been a mistake.
Yeah, man. Pattinson's suit is whack as hell, man.
Yeah.
Well, he's also noisy. For a guy that's supposed to be able to sneak up on criminals, that's the only other thing about the Batman. You can hear him coming, and it's like, who you sneaking up on?
And then at the end, he'll pop that collar.
Boots or something.
Hey,
I'm Dracula. See
He
my
can find that collar.
Dracula, my Dracula collar. Yeah, I know.
I got so much flack for my spoiler review. Like, bro, Pattinson. No, stop feeling.
And I'm not going to split this one up because I think it's still connected. We'll just transition quickly into this one, which is the Flash movie won't kill Ben Affleck's Batman. I think that's great news.
Here,
This, of
let
course,
me try my shock face.
Written, yeah, I know. Written by Mikey Sutton himself, because he's been talking about this for a while. So
Yeah.
Keith and I have been quite aware that Zaslav has no intention of ending Zack Snyder's Snyderverse. Now, again, Mikey Sutton and I are simpatico on the fact that we are not huge fans of the Snyderverse. I have problems with it. But if I have to choose the lesser of two evils, I would pick the Snyderverse in a heartbeat over the shit that Toby Emmerich and Hamada have been pumping
And
out.
Sarnoff.
Fair enough.
And
fair
Jeff Johns.
Yeah.
You know, and that cunt from TV. What's his
Berlanti.
name?
Come on.
Yeah, no, Greg.
Yeah, Berlanti. Fuck him too. Fuck
Oh,
him
you
too.
said
Yeah.
Berlanti. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
So I will take this any day of the week. I will
Another
take
Berlanti
Zach's
shot.
stuff far superior to anything those assholes were making.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man. In the last week, maybe two, they've been showing okay, this is what the Ben Affleck's movie was supposed to be about. Now this is what his suit was supposed to look like. What the fuck's going on? To where it's like now
Well, the armor that he wears, because if you remember on Justice League, when he's going to go into combat, he put armor on, and that makes sense.
No. What I'm saying is there's a lot of talking about Ben Affleck, his Batman, the movie he was supposed to do, or the show. Now we're getting concept art of his suit. What's building up here, man? Like, is you guys see anything happening? That there's a lot of shit referring to him or what he was supposed to have done. It's all coming out now.
I think that it was definitely moving in that direction. The minute Zaslav made it clear they were releasing the Snyder Cut, that said everything. We're going to get the Ayer Cut. It's coming. It is happening. Any of the naysayers, they already looked stupid from the first time that they said that Snyder's film wouldn't be coming out. It's like, don't listen to them. Listen to Mikey Sutton and believe in Zaslav. Now, I don't know his personal politics. The Snyder Cut.
Oh, the Snyder Cut. Okay.
Oh, you said Ayer. You're talking about the Suicide Squad. David Ayer.
The Ayer Cut. Yeah.
Cut.
Ayer, however you want to say his name.
Yeah.
He's got his own cut of
the Suicide Squad.
More Joker and Harley.
That's what I want to see. Gangster Joker. That was my fucking guy right there. Gangster shit.
So we're probably going to finally get to see what he envisioned. My hope is that they put enough money into it to where it puts the connection back in with Justice League.
That would be dope. Yeah, if they really make
because he was forced to change direction by Toby Emmerich, Jeff Johns, and fucking under the control of Hamada.
After everything that happened with how they changed Steppenwolf in Justice League, I think it'll be very easy to put spoilers Steppenwolf back into Suicide Squad.
Get Syrian Hind back in there to fucking do the dialogue. One, I fucking love that guy. And he often, when he does voice work, gets mistaken for his fellow Irishman, Liam Neeson. Because they do, when you listen to him, sound an awful lot alike with their actual Irish accents. Bro,
I think all of this is nothing but good. It's
nothing but good. Let me read this. The Flash will not kill Ben Affleck's Batman, according to YouTube star. Oh fuck, Grace Randolph. Ben Affleck's Batman lives on. Randolph shared the information on her Twitter account. I wouldn't trust her farther than I can throw her. Not that I would like to throw her. Yeah, I'd like to throw her. But then I'd like to jump on her and play wrestle a little bit.
Throw her.
No, onto a bed. Come on, Sil.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It would be consensual only. I now hear Batfleck does not die in the Flash after all. At least not the most recent cut. With her weird fucking Rona Barrett accent that she has. She talks just like Rona Barrett. It's really weird.
Oh wow.
Do you remember Rona Barrett, you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
She talks like Rona Barrett. A mixture of Rona Barrett and Barbara Walters.
Oh wow.
She used to have her own segment on Good Morning America. Rona Barrett.
I grew up on Rona Barrett. She was hot.
She was the one that broke the story about an upcoming Batman movie in the shadow of the success of Superman.
I would not be surprised. She was really into the Hollywood crowd, man.
Oh,
if this sounds familiar, I initially scooped on July 19th, 2021. Prior to that, yes, the original plan was to end Ben Affleck's run on the Batman. In fact, on March 26, 2021, I revealed the Flash would erase the Snyderverse. This was nearly a full year before other media outlets reported the same. They didn't get the memo. Indeed, he was old news to Geekosity readers. So I'm not going to read her shit. The Flash made numerous script changes. Likewise, the filmmakers may not be done fixing its issues. Warner Brothers just switched the Flash's theatrical release dates. The Flash now won't come out until June 23rd of 2023. On January 30th, I discussed that possibility on YouTube. I'm assuming it was on your show, Sil?
He went to go take a dump.
We'll say yes.
I don't know how I'm going to edit that. The studio claims special effects. Yes. Oh, are you there? I'm going to ask the question again. That was on your show, wasn't it, Sil?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, everything's normal.
The studio claims special effects in the
Oh.
reason. What's going to be funny is that we're laughing, but I'm going to edit this, and people go, "What the fuck are they laughing at?" Wait till
Nah,
Kyle-
he don't even
Kyle
understand what
will
happened.
put it out as its own video.
Yeah, because still doesn't even understand what happened when he was gone.
Yeah, what happened? What
that's
happened?
genius, see?
I'd say yeah.
So-
who knows?
The studio claims special effects is the reason for its delay. However, sources indicate the Flash still has problems too. Certainly, the additional time assist and creative adjustments. For the record, nobody is doubting the special effects excuse. After all, the pandemic caused all sorts of production problems, but there's more beneath the surface. The anti-Snyderverse crowd jumped on Ben Affleck's rumored demise in The Flash with glee. A number of them questioned Randolph's credibility in the past, but suddenly leapt on her bandwagon. Now that she's
Mikey going
changed
in.
her story about Ben Affleck, except a flip-flop. But this is Hollywood. Directors tinker with their movies. In regards to Ben Affleck's Batman future, Randolph added, I was shocked but he seems to have had changes of heart. Doesn't want to close the door entirely. Yeah, I'm done with this article because I don't want to read any more of her fucking quotes. But I got to tell you, look, man, Zaslav has changed everything. He's changed everything. When he stepped in and made the immediate decision to cancel Swamp Thing, as unhappy as that made me, I knew these fucking people weren't fucking around.
You mean AT&T?
Yeah, I'm talking
That was
about
more
AT&T.
AT&T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zaslav. So we're going to see some major changes because of Zaslav's hiring. And he is a throat-cutting son of a bitch.
I mean, if he's really straightforward though. That's the crazy thing. Like literally, if it's not working, he's like, get rid of it. If people are calling for this social media campaigning for the Snyder Cut, Snyderverse, give it to them. Like we have the IP.
Yeah, you always listen to the fans. Always.
Give it to them. Very simple.
So we've got Henry Cavill to film new scenes for The Flash. And I am stoked about that. Edwin Francisco wrote this one. A new rumor claims that Henry Cavill returns as Superman in The Flash. Geekosity editor-in-chief Mikey Sutton revealed Henry Cavill in The Flash for a while now. And I'm looking to see, that was a previous article. And now, according to a report from Giant Freaking Robot, the noise is getting louder. It's been a long while since we've heard DC films including Henry Cavill into the schedule. In general, his participation in the DCEU has been silent since his last appearance in Justice League. And part of this is because of his contract, because Keith and I have talked about this on our shows, where he's limited and he's not going to run out his fucking contract on stuff that's not worth it to him. And that's why, one of the reasons, I believe there's another reason why he wasn't in the finale for Peacemaker. Because the two reasons I put it to is, one, again, it would go against his contract. And two, I think he respects and loves the character too much than to do that. He makes enough money that he doesn't need to be bought off.
I lean more on the contract part. I think he has a cameo left, like literally on his contract. He has to sign a new one, when Zaslav, is officially in the building. And he wasn't going to waste that. He wasn't going to waste it on the, Peacemaker. So
I agree with you, but I also do believe, because I know how he has talked about the character. And how he feels, because he's a true diehard fan of Superman. And when it wasn't until I saw his interviews that I became sold on him as Superman, because he gets it. Zach does not. Cavill does. And when you watch some of his interviews talking about the character of Superman and who he is and what he does, I was like, oh my God, why don't we see that character in the fucking movies?
Now,
that's the character we want.
I think
to be fair, Zach. I'm sorry, Keith.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. To be fair, Zach did have an arc plan to kind of get to that quintessential Superman. And like I say, I get it. He was interrupted. I think Gary, the fact
but
that
he
Cavill,
fucked up with the way
or
Jonathan
Man of
dies.
Steel.
Yeah,
Yeah, Man of Steel, right?
I
'Cause
know
everyone-
that
the
that was
purists
Warner
don't like Man of
Brothers,
Steel.
and I do believe it was repaired somewhat with Justice League when
Yeah.
he goes up into the mountains and sees his dad's ghost.
Right, because that's kind of like the
Because
payoff,
then he's
right?
giving him a proper Jonathan Kent speech.
Right, because that's what you was looking for as a purist, right? Now, Gary, would you agree? Like, okay,
Well,
when
look,
Cavill does more,
You know the rule. It was put down by a great fucking director. Said that you cannot do Superman and do it correctly unless he's a fucking Boy Scout.
Right.
And the only way you get a Boy Scout is by how he's fucking raised.
right. No, I agree. Like I said, I totally agree. I would say going forward, because we can't change Man of Steel, right? It happened, right? It happened, man. But and I love that film. But I get the purists are, not 100%. Whatever Cavill does next, and if it's with Zack Snyder, Gary, I think you would agree that Cavill's going to make sure he's going to get his Boy Scout across going
He
forward.
really has to.
With
And-
Zack's stylistic way, but I think Cavill's got a lot more input going forward in Superman.
Oh, of course. I really do believe that Cavill and Snyder are wanting to do Man of Steel 2 because they've been wanting to do it since they made the first one.
I say that we challenge them to a wrestling match against each other, and whoever wins gets their way. And we all know Cavill's going to
I
kick
think
his ass.
Cavill's getting his way.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
going to fucking pin the guy.
He's like, Zach, just make it look cool. I got
Zack
this,
Snyder will
right?
go, and he'll hit his chest and he'll go like that, and Cavill will go.
I think, Man of Steel 2, Keith, I think that'd be a tremendous film. Zach and Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah, it'd be great to put that right in, begin that first, and also have Ben Affleck do his Batman film, and then both of those films feed into Justice League 2.
Yep.
And then you go straight into Justice League 3, and then as soon as that's done, Zach's done. Zach will be done. He'll ride off into the sunset. The Snyderverse will still be, he'll still occasionally, help guide people from wherever else he's doing. But for the most part, he'll be done. And then, everybody else can leave if they want to, but you'll have all those movies out there and they'll be done.
We just want that end game, man. Like Marvel got their end game.
That's
the
right.
Russos got their end game, right?
There you go.
We just want Zach
It's
get his
very
end
simple.
Game,
We're nerds. We're fans. We want to see what we want to see. And here it is. React in all its splendor.
I think he's a great actor. I really do, but
I can't wait to see him just fucking fall off that building and land in the trash. Get up.
I can hardly wait to see him knocking on somebody's door as the Crow.
Oh,
Hi, I'm the Crow. Can I come in?
do you know who I am?
It's
And then-
fucking
then-
Halloween. You're some asshole in a costume.
And then the
Batman.
bird will land on his shoulder.
Fucking
It's literally
cool.
Halloween. It's literally.
Hey, I'm Batman. Let me in. I'm Batman.
and to do it then in your streetwear, acting like you all. It's like, really, dude? We're doing this again?
Do you know who I am?
So, and he's already the Crow in the movie. He's got the fucking makeup on. All like he'd been crying. It's all smeared.
It just makes me cry.
I mean, he's a pet lover. I mean, he has a crow and a cat. So
I
man.
am not excited by this idea at all. If it happens, it will be one of those films I will fucking miss. I will not be going to see it.
I will get a lot of views trashing it, so I hope he does it.
You want a nightmare? You want a nightmare idea? Henry
What's that?
Cavill, Robert Pattinson, Highlander reboot. I'm done.
Is he in that?
Cavill is in Highlander.
No, I know he
Ca-
is. Is Pattinson?
Yeah, but
in it?
they've never revealed what role he could play. And if Cavill ends up playing the bad guy, you could have
I
Robert
thought they'd
Pattinson.
said that he was the Highlander.
Oh, they've never revealed exactly who he's playing in the remake reboot. But it would be funny to get Robert Pattinson to play Highlander and to have Henry Cavill as
Hey, did you guys ever check out when Edward Furlong was the Crow?
Oh,
that shit out.
It was an okay movie. It wasn't great. The one I liked, the sequel, was City of Angels. I thought it was a pretty good film. Not great.
Yeah.
But then again, the only reason why the first film was great was because what they did visually and Brandon Lee's last film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would have gotten the attention that it got if Brandon hadn't been accidentally murdered on the set. But still, that's a film that you've got to be really hard if you're going to try to reboot or make a sequel to it. But they're going to do it. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. What are you going to do?
Man, some of the villains were the bad guys were fucking wild too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a guy did a shot by shot comparison that a lot of the angles used in The Dark Knight and the Joker were almost straight out of The Crow. The table scene, the Crow walking in scene, everything was shot from exact same angles as were in the original Crow. And I'm like, that is interesting. I found that interesting.
Right.
And if you know what, I mean, it had one joke in it that even as a devout Catholic at the time, I was like, oh, I can't believe I just laughed at that, which was the holes in the hand joke that, Jesus can't eat M&Ms because they keep falling through the holes. And that one, went into the hotel and asked the manager if they could put him up for the night.
But
I mean, it's not unfunny. Right?
Yeah, but I know I cringed when I laughed at it. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna go to hell for laughing at that. Oh, what's wrong with me? Batman. I'm Batman. The Crow. I'd love that if there was ever an outtake from the Crow saying, I'm Batman. That would be funny.
I still wouldn't watch the shit. Actually, I want to watch it just so I can.
I'd want to see the outtake, not the movie. I think
Shit. I mean, let me.
Is it with you fucking talking right when we're ending the fucking thing? 24. I want you to talk. And then everybody's quiet, and I'm like, okay, this is a good moment to do it. God damn it. Right when I hit the thing. I'm going to stop fucking doing it. I'm just going to stop doing it and just hope that we can end within an hour and a half.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got like.
So you hope what? 24. You hope what?
I'm good, man.
Oh, God damn it.
No, I was gonna say, man, Jason Momoa's The Crow would have been something interesting to see.
That was
man.
something, yeah, because when I was first rumored, I was like, I could see that. I could get behind that. But fucking
he has
emo
a good
boy?
look.
No, I'm not going to get excited about that. And now we move on to this cute little article. Marvel Studios developing Mephisto Halloween special for Disney. And this is what you brought up earlier, 24.
Right.
So I am intrigued. I don't see Mikey on this article, but it doesn't mean that it's not potentially true. Marvel Studios is developing a Mephisto Halloween special. We've reported before that there are already 2 Halloween specials for Marvel Studios. And these are Werewolf by Night, starring Gael Garcia Bernal, and Man-Thing, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh,
with details still under wraps on that one. Werewolf by Night is already scheduled to be shown on Disney Plus this year. Michael, I don't know how to pronounce it. Giacchino will be directing it. According to a report, I'm mousing over it. Giant freaking robot. Marvel Studios is already planning another Halloween special to join the two. Just weeks ago, we posted a Giancarlo Esposito is already being considered for the role of Mephisto. Please. Now, a new Halloween special will center around Mephisto. Please. Is this just a coincidence?
Yeah, man.
Please happen. I hope this happens.
Okay, so if they get Espinizo to come in, or whatever you call him, all right. Now, if he comes in, right now, would it be the same way when they showed Kang in the Loki show?
Oh, they're talking about a special right there, though. 24.
No. But what I'm saying is, see, the thing is, we're seeing them as regular people, man. Oh, and that's the shit that doesn't fly with none of this shit.
But no,
man.
Giancarlo Esposito, he's a one person. He doesn't need makeup at all. He could be Mephisto, just standing there, like emoting. Like he could play the freaking devil. He can do if all people, right?
He kind of played the devil already in Breaking Bad. He was.
I'm just saying.
He was
He doesn't
the
need
devil
any
in human
costume.
form.
Oh, so he
That's the one guy.
doesn't need makeup. He doesn't need.
He don't need nothing.
Oh, he plays evil better
facial
than probably
tics.
anybody I've seen in a long
But
time.
I think they're gonna dress him up some 20. I know.
No, I'm just tired of seeing. I'm just tired of seeing villains and everything dressing. You know that we seen look one way for the longest, and all of a sudden when they get shown on a movie or TV, they fucking dress like me and you. I don't want to see that shit no more. I'm tired of that shit, man.
We give him a couple.
Like
horns.
fuck, man. You getting Mephisto, but he has a fucking suit and some nice shoes on. I don't want to see that shit. I don't
That's
care about
devil
that.
right there.
Ah, man. Just tired of that shit, man. You got Kang, but this motherfucker looks like I don't.
Kang
You
was
know what?
swagged out. He had like a Hugh Hefner robe.
Oh man,
He had some slippers. Like he was
some fuzzy
Kang was
slippers.
swagged out.
Fuzzy slippers.
Fuck, man, I don't know.
It's Mephisto. Welcome to the Grotto Hollywood special.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if
Esposito,
you found out the devil was human and he lived in Colorado?
just put some just put like some red light behind him 24 like he will this guy I see him as the devil. Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Colonel. Let's go.
So we've got Star Wars stuff to talk about.
Oh boy.
And the first one is Star Wars TV series Obi-Wan Kenobi could have a second season. This is by our good friend Kieran Bug. Star Wars should rejoice as Disney Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi could return for a second season. Star Wars fans may not always agree with each other on the franchise's direction. Certainly, many Star Wars fans bashed The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Then again, George Lucas's Star Wars prequels polarized an older generation's followers too. That's true, but it was mostly just the bad writing. Dialogue. The dialogue writing, not the storytelling. Nevertheless, many are excited to see Ewan McGregor in Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I am. I'm not too excited about the show, but I'm excited to see what they do and to see if it sucks or if it actually pulls something off. Obi-Wan Kenobi was originally intended to be a movie. However, Solo, a Star Wars story, sadly failed to meet box office expectations. Thus, the planned Kenobi spinoff has since evolved into a 6-part TV show. The anticipation is understandably high. However, director Deborah Chow planned Obi-Wan Kenobi as a one-and-done limited series. Chow confirmed that while developing Kenobi, the intention was always to write it as one full story. During Entertainment Weekly's cover story of the series, Chow revealed it was definitely conceived as a limited series, and it is one big story with a beginning, middle, and end. The approach has always been that it was one full story. But nonetheless, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy didn't rule out the possibility for a second season completely. In addition, she revealed that both the cast and crew behind this next installment are open to the idea of returning for more seasons. However, they are unsure if it would be necessary.
Oh,
I don't really want to read any more of the article. I think that's enough that we've got from that.
Damn.
So, you know,
Obi-Wan.
Look, guys,
Ooh.
we don't know until it hits. I mean, we didn't know what Boba Fett was going to be until it hit. And the best part of Boba Fett was pulled from season 3 of The Mandalorian when they pulled 2 of the episodes to put in.
I thought the best part was him doing like it's the Banta.
It's the
Nah,
Banta.
actually, I stopped watching at that point. 24. I stopped the episode. I pushed stop when he did that, and then I waited till Mandalorian showed up from that point.
Now
So-
we've got this other thing, which is in the trailer. The Grand Inquisitor appears, and of course, this is what the Grand Inquisitor looked like in the animated series. The lines on the face, which attaches directly to those alien creatures that we saw in the prequel trilogy.
Episode 3.
This is what they made him look like in the trailer. I'm hoping that this was pre-visual effects, that we didn't get to see the finished product, because it is clearly nothing like that character. In fact, somebody went with their own CG to fix what they did, and Disney easily could do this as well.
Yeah.
Look how well this matched. It looks fantastic. That looks like the character from the show. So I'm looking forward to seeing this to see what they do with it. I've got a bad feeling about this when it comes to one character who they don't give the name of, but they show a lot in the trailers, the female in armor. And rumors are abounding that it's not Obi-Wan Kenobi that's the main character, it's her. And if that happens, fans will feel betrayed again.
Oh, they'll be out of there.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Hey,
there's going to be a point where we're going to stop checking in.
Could you go to the close-up of the live-action face again?
This one or the one that was fixed?
Either one.
Because you can see the ridgelines better in this one.
Yeah, that symbol on his head there kind of looks like part of the minus the smaller triangles there. Kind of looks like the one they were using on
in Boba Fett with the bikers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
but it is the same thing in there. It's based on the exact one on his face. We'll see. I think he's going to be the Darth Maul villain for this show. And Darth Maul is one of those characters, once again, George Lucas totally screwed up, killing him the way he did. Thankfully, though, he agreed to allow him to be resurrected later, because that kind of villain you don't want to kill that quickly. That's a character you want to last a while.
Right. Yeah. Just so that they killed him in the new Clone Wars or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he finally gets his duel with Obi-Wan again, older Obi-Wan. Meets him
which is supposed to be the Obi-Wan from this show.
Yeah, the older. Yeah.
Slightly older.
He's pre-Star Wars A New Hope, and greets him at a fire. They fight. And the fun part of that is, and I really did enjoy that some thought went into this, that he switched from his own style, which he had the two fingers with the saber over the head, to doing the stance that Qui-Gon did. He took Qui-Gon's stance. And he used Qui-Gon's fighting style instead of his own.
Mm-hmm.
And defeated him.
I think that fight will take place about 5 to 6 years after the events of this particular
that's what, okay.
Yeah, when he starts getting gray. So my hope is that, they've already said there are 2 Darth Vader battles. I'm hoping that we get to see Darth Maul. I love Ray Parks, and I love that English actor that did the voice from Shaun of the Dead, their flatmate, that big fucking English dude. He did the voice of Darth Maul, and even though he got replaced, by the way, in Solo, he found out after the fact that another actor, it wasn't him. And I'm like, that's always shitty when you find that out like that.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, but I don't know. We'll see what it is. I'm going to watch it. I always watch these things and give it a chance to make up for past wrongdoings. But I do believe that a lot of fans are correct that Doctor Who is dead and we need to bury it for a while and bring it back after a decade. And I'm afraid we're getting close to having to do that with Star Wars.
And Star Trek.
Oh, and definitely Star Trek. People that didn't love the franchise. People who claimed to love it, but they didn't fucking love it. They didn't
Well, they loved the money that it would allow.
That's what they loved, the money.
Yeah.
Welcome to the State of the Union address with 24/7 Fusion Media.
Oh, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Yo, for this week, my recommendation for any comic book fan to check out, I think it'd be a very interesting story, would be the actual first appearance of Nubia. And Nubia's a very good character, despite what's been happening to her for the last few years. She's actually very cool, very intelligent, strong, witty, and all the things that made Nubia special has been changed. But we're going to talk about the essence of Nubia here. So this is her first appearance, and this is her first cover. And so basically, this is Nubia. The story behind this is that she actually gets manipulated by Mars, the god Mars, and she was set up to fight Wonder Woman, and come to find out at the end they're both sisters. So for anybody that would be interested in the first appearance of Nubia, here you go right here. These are actual very, very good comic books. Man, to be honest, shit, this is actually a pretty dope issue when you sit there and you watch them both fight.
Who was the artist on that?
Yeah, and the art's very good. And you get to find out that they're both sisters at the end. That's what made it more interesting. So my man Keith looked it up, told me it came out back in 72, and 72 was a good year. So I wasn't around then, but from what I heard. So you guys check it out. Wonder Woman issue 205 and 206, the first appearance of Nubia. You guys check it out. And this is my recommendation for this week in comics.
Outstanding. Thanks a lot, 24/7, man. It was good. Deeply appreciate it, brother. With that, we've come to the end of the show. Just remember that everybody's links is down in the video description. Yep. Please subscribe to 24 Fusion Media's channel, Sil Abdul's channel. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, what the fuck? What did we do to you? Subscribe. Click the like button, subscribe, click the bell icon to get updates. And if you become a member, join through our membership, which is also down in the description. We do the occasional membership video. We have a guest on and we do interviews, or we just get on and talk about stuff that we don't normally talk about on the shows. But that is this episode this week, guys. I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you, my panel, co-hosts of joining me on the show. We missed you, Arwen. Please be on next week. It's just not the same without your cackles. It's just that simple. We need those high-pitched cackles you get when you laugh at the silly shit that we say. But anyway, we love you guys and look forward to seeing what's going on in the chat. We will all be there to be in the chat with you to answer questions if you have any. Until next week, this is Pop Culture Minefield and our good friends signing off.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Pop Culture Minefield. If you've enjoyed the show, please remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Remember, you can find us at Pop Culture Minefield on both Facebook and Instagram. Thank you again.
We should get an Arwen laugh track, Gary.
I'm gonna have to do that. Record her laugh track just so when she's missing like this, I can have her cackle. That cackle she's got.
That'd be perfect.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna leave that in the show. I'll put it at the end. I'll put it at the end.